Dear students, welcome to the second video of Unit 3, which should discuss indirect qualitative research procedures. If you remember, in the last video, we tried to analyze what is the direct, non-disguised form of quality research procedure. Today, in this video, we are going to highlight and understand what are indirect or disguised form of quality research procedures. If you try to understand from the content, we'll look into what are the projective techniques which are a part of indirect or disguised method of qualitative research procedure. Projective techniques can be defined as an unstructured and indirect form of questioning that encourages the respondent to project their underlying motivations, belief, attitude, or feeling regarding the issue of concern. Most important, it is an unstructured and indirect form of questioning. Again, probing is there, but here encouragement is given to the respondent so that we would be in a better position to understand motivation, belief, attitude, or feeling regarding the issue of concern. Interviewer here presents to the respondent a series of questions, statements, or pictures which are incomplete with an intention to understand their beliefs, attitude, or feelings in context to the questions asked. Similarly, projective techniques are also termed as association techniques. They're further classified into four types: association techniques, completion technique, construction techniques, and expression techniques. These are four ways of which we are going to study the first, that is association technique. It is respondent is presented with the stimulus and is asked to respond with the first thing that comes to mind. There are four types of techniques available: word association test, completion test, construction test, and expression techniques. The word association test is the process which is widely used in many formats, in which candidate or an individual or a respondent is shown with a word. 15 seconds are given for him to understand, and he needs to write down whatever comes in the candidate's mind or respondent's mind. Here, basically, it is done to carry out or understand the mentality or behavior. Let us go through an example. A popular pharmaceutical company produces expensive products for geriatric or old age people. It is used to study the attitude towards medicine and supportive therapy for old age people. The activity was carried out in the following format. There were three different sets of responses collected for every word. The first word is health. The responses were care, bad, good. For medicines, responses were necessity, prevention, cure, treatment, in time, expensive. Medical insurance, required, not required, essential. Death, the end, are inevitable. This is how you carry out a word association test. We'll try to understand much better if you connect it to the brand. If you see an example and ask people, a word given is Colgate. There are different words which would come into or get associated with the brand Colgate. It is salty, hyped up, everyday, routine, saved, smile, pearly white, pristine, salt, whitening, Suraksha Chakra, and minty. Let us take an example of brand smartphone Nokia. Rugged, tried and trusted, durability, connecting people, 1100, long lasting battery, out needs, reinvention, Nokia tune, make believe. In the present scenario, if you ask Dettol, first and foremost, medicinal, antiseptic, child safety, healing, wounds, caring, nurturing, clean, green, safety, and fragrance. These are the words which generally comes across when you ask a brand Dettol. Similarly, if the brand is Mazda, the words associated were found as too sweet, refreshing, natural, fun, nostalgia, good old times, another fruity, mango juice, just another mango drink, new school fruity, refreshing. This is how the word association test works on and so on. Another test which is important, a projective technique, is completion test. Here, respondents are given incomplete sentences and asked to complete the thought. These sentences are usually in third person and tends to be somewhat ambiguous. Means ambiguity means not clear. They are generally open-ended question. Let us put into an example. Working at IBM is. Let us this be an assignment for us after completion of this unit or this video. Let us try to understand. Working at a dream company is, and every student needs to write down what it meant for him or her. Write down your friend's name and try to give an opinion about him. For example, Rushikesh is. All the 24 students in the class may come up with a good quality which Rushikesh may or may not be aware of, which will help him to improve his resume, improve his skill set. That is what we can analyze. Construction test. They're further classified into thematic appreciation test and cartoon test. It is a branch of clinical psychology where focus is on completion of a particular story, incident through picture or dialogue. A very easy test which we generally follow. I would describe the perfect marriage as one where, now if I ask all the 25 students to describe this, I may get different explanations for our sentence completion would be absolutely different. That is what we need to understand. Next, the first is thematic appreciation test. The respondents are shown one or more pictures and asked to describe what is happening. Also, they are further asked what dialogue might be carried out on between characters or how the story might continue. Let us look into the, the presentation. If I have four diagrams placed and if I ask you what could be the sequence and what all has happened between the two characters which are given in all the separate quadrants. Let us try to do this as an assignment. From this diagram, this presentation, let us try to put the four quadrants in a sequence and what could have been discussion between these quadrants will help us to analyze better what this technique is. This could be your second assignment regarding video 2. The last technique is expression technique. What does it mean? It means it is a verbal or visual situation, and here people are asked to express their feeling or attitude of other people. Here we can understand what is called as positive attitude and negative attitude. That is very well applicable to marketing. If you want to make the product, whether the product has been liked, the brand has been liked, it will help us to understand whether liking is developed. If developed, what are the reasons? If negativity is developed or negative liking is developed, we would be in a position to understand better what are the reasons, factors, or the issues which has created negativity in the minds of the customer, so that we can try to make or convert that negativity into positive, which will act as a positive set of word of mouth communication for us. To conclude, let us try to understand what all we have covered in the second video of the marketing research of unit 3. We tried to understand quality research procedures, in which we already discussed direct non-disguised in the previous video, and this video clearly highlighted indirect disguised form, wherein the purpose of the projects are not disclosed to the respondents. And through projective techniques like association, completion, construction, and expression, we try to carry out what is called as quality research procedures through indirect or disguised form of qualitative research. Further, we would like to end this portion with what are the advantages of projective techniques. The first, they may elicit responses that subject would be unwilling or unable to give if they knew the purpose of the study. Can we remove an attempt to be given to remove the biasness? If they are unable or unwilling to give the response, if they know the subject, we try to see that we do not disclose them the purpose of the study and try to take the responses from them. Helpful when the issue to be addressed are personal, sensitive, or subject to strong social norms. And the last advantage is it is helpful when underlying motivation, beliefs, and attitudes are operating at a subconscious level. To convert that from subconscious level to a conscious level, we try to use these types of projective techniques. Thank you, and thanks a lot for listening to video 2 of Unit 3 of Marketing Research.